Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Morias, and we are back with some more Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 on the PS5. Time of recording is 12:03 a.m. Tuesday, May 6, 2025. Sorry about this, folks. Twitch is kind of acting up. But when we last left off, we had finally managed to discover a little bit more about what it is our enemy seems to have been seeking, in the form of some mysterious Project Aurora, apparently that Leuze seemed to be aware of, or at least not necessarily seeking, but in the process of interrupting, that Leuze seemed to be aware of, if not in the process of personally handling. Had to keep a reactor from going nuclear, I guess. I don't know. Not entirely sure what kind of reactor that was, but was finally told about a particular replacement, a Morias Leuze. Apparently the individual is supposedly the student, at least by the way it sounds, his foremost student. We'll have to see. So if y'all like what you see and want to see more of me, just give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube, both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bells. Follow the links from my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links from my YouTube to get to my Twitch. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and get comfortable. Let's get into this. Again, wanted to stop it before they decided to start speaking, you know. Ah, okay, perfect. So it left us right here instead of where we were, which was on the elevator. That works out. Yeah, it actually works out.
Damn them. After everything that happened.
Brother, do not keep us in the dark.
It is not your concern.
You criticize the captain for withholding intelligence, and yet you treat us to the same evasive obscurity.
Yeah.
Stray words have cost me dearly.
So you do not trust us?
Brothers, calm yourselves, lest you face the chaplain's censure.
Yeah, the snitch might sense problems. We don't want that. May be able to deal with him, but 100 of him, that might be a problem. In terms of what I haven't told you, well, we'll just have to see how that pans out for now. Your suspicion is warranted and justified, but
Look.
Now really ain't the time. And what's bad is now really is the time too.
I hope they survived.
Me too. Put another way, I'd have questions myself. But knowing what we know about Titus's previous story, it's understandable why he's reticent.
Did you see that emergency landing earlier? Never have I seen a Thunderhawk return in such fashion.
See it? I had to extinguish it. The heat melted the servitor on duty before it even realized it was in danger.
Throne? What about the crew?
Astartes, they disembarked through the flames without hastening a single step.
Yep. That's what we do, my friend.
Hold up
Yes, Sirski. But we will pray for those you lost.
Those are flawless welds.
Radiographic inspection revealed non-metallic inclusions. Analysis suggests flux material.
How bad is the contamination?
5 millimeters over the length of the world. Greatest point of porosity is 997 micrometers.
That is well below tolerances. Check your thresholds. You're way overtuned.
Calibrating. Inspection passed.
I should think so.
Well, that's a shame and a half. I know he's feeling the kind of way. Our ring hall has been updated and stocked with new war gear.
I make pilgrimage through the interstitial corridors on the hour. May this blessed vessel remain free of rust and residues.
The cycle must be continued in this instance. Huh. Weird. Where are you? Do 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 do. That's weird. You have to individually select them, and then you can hit a different button to equip it. Oh Lord. And oh Lord. Okay. You would have to assume his chair is capable of killing. You would have to.
Autopsy reveals Tyranid Hive Fleet adapted rapidly to Deathwatch virus bomb. Antiviral response distributed within 36 hours. Full immunity achieved within 1 generation. Package full analysis, plus scans, plus biological samples for immediate dispatch.
Jesus, 36 hours.
Data burst in preparation.
I'm assuming this is the Carnifex we killed the first time. Maybe we can get a better look when it ain't trying to tear our skulls out. It's all just chitin. It's what I expect, but... And then those are the barbs that they launch out at us. Love it. You can only assume getting stuck by these things inadvertently while working on them or something can potentially spread whatever they carry and make you some sort of danger, or just kill you, or just wound you.
It pains me to see the Astartes being deployed with their armor lacking proper upkeep.
Yeah.
Our time does not permit us boars to polish and repair. I feel shame at the sight nonetheless.
Well, I thank you for caring. Huh. That door is gonna matter. I didn't even know this was back here. Or did I? Hold on. No, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see. Alright, time to finally get off the ship.
Time to go. I will not concede another loss to our enemies. Ready yourselves.
Brother, You seem troubled.
I tire of reckless fools.
I hope you do not mean us.
Not unless you worship the Omniscient.
Ah, then I share your distaste.
Yeah, they are an interesting bunch. And that is not.
Creatures have been found crawling through water pipes, sewage, ventilation. They are everywhere.
We should bring 100 floors of stone down on their heads.
Are you enjoying the devastation of Imperial worlds?
No, but I revel in seeing those skittering brutes turn to ash.
Let us grind the chitinous curs deep into the parched soil of Avarax.
A vivid picture.
I speak only as one who is stirred by the words of our Primar.
I prefer action to colorful speech.
Yeah. Yeah, I can respect it. Wasn't sure if there was anybody down there who had anything to say. For reference, the Ultramarine Primarch is Rebode Gilliman. Or Gilliman, rather. Gilliman. Alright. Let us get this all the way going.
Approaching landing zone.
The temple is located inside the domed section of the city. We'll have to land outside and make our approach.
Brace for emergency landing.
Guess we're landing early. So do we lock our necks? Didn't really look like the locking of armor was something that mattered much. But I mean, we're here, so maybe.
Lance of Jove, report.
Minor damage. Tech team is inbound.
Can we depend on you for extraction?
Yes, Lord. We will be there.
Very good, brother. The Emperor protects. Make haste. We have considerable ground to cover.
All right. Nothing but death out there. And it's called in my name.
What was that? Looks like a neuroprobe, placed on Overwatch inside that building.
It needs me to fulfill some prophecies, to cut some strings. It needs more. I need more. Beautiful.
Tyranids!
From architecture to enemy.
Another one dead.
Oh, nice. That one literally put himself in between his own kind, jumped up, a little one, jumped up and just took all those rounds. I hadn't seen him do that before.
Have you faced a neurothrope before?
I have. A tricky adversary.
Yes, sir. They're assholes. We've dealt with them before, too. That's what those flying things were, that were shooting balls and lasers at us. I don't know why he's confused. I guess he didn't see that part during that fight. Weird. Or unless those were more like neurothrope babies and what we're going up against next is an actual neurothrope for real. I can understand it. Oh no, we're groovy. Take those,
Clear the area.
For the Emperor!
Ah, we got Marines out here. Get her done, Marine. Back her. Leave these soldiers alone. Oh, that was weird. Okay, so we get to this part in the game, and they start playing human shields for each other, or I guess Tyrannus shield. I can respect it. Let's go.
Morias! Is that you?
Chiron!
Another
Bless
sergeant.
the Emperor. It's good to see you.
Where's your squad?
Gone. Neurothrope tore them to pieces.
We need to get across the bridge.
Lieutenant, nothing gets across with that beast up there.
What are we up against?
It has its rear covered and we do not have the manpower to break through. The Cadians are holding the bridge, at great cost.
Set up assault positions by the bridge. We'll deal with the neurothrope.
Very well.
We will avenge them, brother.
Watch yourself.
Well, you know he's a sergeant other than the shoulder patch, same as Gadriel is his
Direct
helmet.
assault on the rear guard.
Is that it?
You doubt our ability, brother?
No, sir.
Good.
Let us choke them with their own blood.
And let's get in there, Marine. Of course. Whoa. Hold that. Yeah, melter bombs, boy. It's like dropping C4. Beautiful.
Take my sight.
Really let it get out the poison. Really let it get out the poison.
Gotcha. Resupplying.
Nope.
Iron,
Useful, but
how
no.
do you know Varellus?
We served together in 9th Company. I owe him my life.
How so?
We were once defending a stronghold from an Orcasaur. A war boss overpowered me. Had his drill against my head. Morales appeared, cut the bastard's arm off, and beat him to death with it.
Let us honor him by avenging his men.
That's how you do it. And beat him to death with it. I love this power sword, but I'm kind of debating whether or not to grab my chain sword again. Kind of getting them nostalgic feels. All right. So not that way. Cool. Have I used this? No, I haven't. Why is it scoped if I can't zoom in? I mean, at least give me like a 40K ACOG or something. I hear death. You can wait a minute. You know what they say. You know what they say. You only wait for the great stuff. All right.
Incoming.
Yep.
Changing magazine.
Yes, sir.
Munitions secured. Licks are defeated.
Like I said, you can wait.
Reloading weapon.
You ain't as serious of a problem as you like to think you are. I know others have made you feel real big and bad about yourself.
Pulling the drums with promise.
You know, that's what your mistake was. Making assumptions about what they made you feel.
Restocking. Grabbing equipment. Very good.
Back to the classics. Lack of stems on this difficulty is pain. Well managed though.
What happened on Gryer?
A lot.
Nothing good.
Can you be specific?
No.
I would sooner focus on the mission at hand.
Where in the...
You are withholding information relevant to the mission at hand.
Mind yourself, Sergeant.
Your behavior has been erratic. You force your way into classified files. You tell us nothing.
Gadriel.
We deserve to know who is leading us.
This conversation is over.
I stayed in my position. Melts a rifle, huh? Oh, okay. Data slate. Look at that. Which means I've either already missed the first one? How? Good lord. Okay. Sure. Maybe. But again, I don't know if they're in exact order. That might actually be the first one you find.
Deal with them!
We get back to the ship. I have got to play those audio logs.
Reloading! Morales, ready your men.
You broke through.
We're about to take down the Neurothrope.
Good. Make it suffer.
Special tactics ready.
Oh, I promise you. It will die. And it will hate that process. Oh, so very much.
Concentrate fire on the Neurothrope. All the fire!
What the? I'm like, how? Okay. I shouldn't have got hit by that, but whatever. Whoa.
Need to reload.
Any weapon can do the job, but this is not the weapon for the job.
Munitions secured.
You can keep all that tyranny jizz. What was that? What?
I am down.
Fight as one.
My thanks, brother.
Yep.
Resupplying.
Oh, fantastic. Whoa. I was wondering if they can cut through structures. In truth, I think I might have just got lucky. And it actually still does. They're homing. I was worried about that.
Munitions secured.
What the? Wow. That thing has got a radius.
Restocking.
Nope. Nope. Yep, I figured, but I'm like, get them last hits in. What the? Oh, too close, I guess. I guess he was too close, too. Jesus. Oh, we got hand grenades. Didn't get out of range fast enough. That's a shame. Because it's about to die, and they're about to actually put it on its last legs, knowing full well that's my job. That halitosis. Say something.
The wretched Neurothrope has been still.
Victory is ours, brothers.
Morias, this is Titus. Your men are clear to take the bridge.
By the Primarch, I had little faith I would hear from you again. Will you be joining the assault?
Our path leads to the dome.
Travel well, brothers.
Jazzy Bears. Welcome to the
Lance
game.
and Joe,
Welcome to the
we are
chat.
heading for the bridge.
Thanks for stopping
Status
through.
report.
Damage is worse than I thought. Tech priests are working on it now.
Keep me updated. Brothers, let us proceed.
Soldiers. Okay. Didn't see a plasma pit. Oh, I did see that plasma pistol. That's right. It was right next to the chunk of ammo. Right around the time we learned that the shockwave was extremely immense. But considering these things' capabilities, it had better be able to reach far. How's life? It's good for me so far. Ups and downs, you know, the standard. How about you? There we are.
Munitions secured.
Yes, they are. About the same. I can respect it. Well, you have to wonder if there are Space Marines capable of crouching and actually sneaking around without being heard.
The Cadians are driving the Tyranids back. Athena's cowards balk at a fair fight. Vile creatures.
No time to gloat. We must keep moving.
Yeah, they have snipers and whatnot, which are basically assassins, but
They will not
there you
get
go.
past this.
Raven Guard, huh? They're actually capable of doing so quietly, other than just using their cloak. If so, I mean, hey,
Restocking.
most impressive. Huh. Modified their armor to be quieter, huh? Cool. I can respect it. Not respecting that.
Resupplying. Changing magazine.
Okay. Don't know what happened to whoever that was. Alright, gentlemen.
That's all of them.
How far to Leuze's position?
We're still a long way from the dome.
Then we must hurry.
Catch a ride.
Sergeant, good to see you.
The Cadians have the bridge under control. Thought you could use an extra hand.
A welcome offer.
Climb on.
Look like he and I think the same when it comes to weaponry.
The temple is this way.
Lieutenant, the Cadians are requesting support.
Go. Thank you, brother.
Swear sometimes it's like watching like giants and like little toys or buggies or something.
Have the enemy infiltrated the dome?
No, my lord.
What about the Temple of Thasian?
The dome was evacuated days ago.
Rejoin the main force immediately.
Our orders are to remain here.
On whose authority?
Captain Fairburn. We are to hold this position until further notice.
The dome is empty. Now move on.
But, sire...
I gave you an order.
Forgive me, my lord. Perhaps there was a communication error. The captain insisted.
The deserters.
No. We have our orders.
Vox your captain. If you are deserters, I'll execute you myself.
Captain Fairburn, come in. Captain Fairburn, come in.
Ambush!
Kill them!
Traitors! You will burn!
Heretic Astartes! Traitors of the Thousand Sons!
Cowards! You will pay for what you've done!
Deal with the ads first. Oh, alright, well. I'll deal with the teleporters. Nothing worse than teleporters.
Abominations! Come forth and be slain!
Nope. Now something I discovered when I was playing this myself.
Purge the heretics!
Mere meat sacks before the divine.
They corrupt space and time!
Do not fall prey to their trickery!
I hate when I do that. Yes, it is 10 out of 10. Chaos enemies can apply temporary corruption. Do not be deceived. One of the best games I've gotten my hands on in a long time. A good return to form for gaming overall.
here. We were just attacked by the forces of chaos.
Yeah.
You're certain?
Yeah.
No doubt. Heretic Astartes and their minions.
Throne, damn it. Do you have Leuze?
Negative. We're minutes away.
Find him and get him out of there. Hurry! What are we waiting for?
Looking for stems and other stuff. Have I played the multiplayer? Oh yeah. I love the multiplayer. It's fun. Waiting on them to add more. Plus I'm waiting on that horde mode to finally release with this next update. Saw recently there were some people who set up a whole mod for like a 12 for like to be able to run around with at least 12 Space Marines. That is honestly very cool. If memory serves, the devs actually sort of green-lit it, so they have no issues with them doing it.
Let us get to work.
They kind of want to see if it's viable, and they want to see if people like it. Trust. We like it. We like it a lot. Do I have a favorite chapter? I haven't really been able to dig too deep into the details, but it's either, so far, the Dark Angels or the Raven Guard. Dark Angels are sitting in their #1 spot, though. How about yours? Well, he was either loyal or you considered him a failure. Salamanders, huh? I can respect it.
Cover him.
Also like Black Templars in those white scars.
Chiron, take a defensive position. We will cover. Chiron!
He is in a rage.
He's risking the entire mission.
He is trapped over there.
There are force fields covering the exits.
They seem impervious to our weapons.
Oh, I'm like, is that you? Oh, well. Oh, all right. No, you don't. Not again.
Back to the war. Champion lies defeated. Restocking.
Oh, you said white scars are your second place, huh? Yeah, I can respect that too.
That is all of them.
Bring me more!
The exit is blocked by heretic sorcery.
The altar. It bears the mark of the archenemy.
Destroy it.
No, Chiron, what you mean is bring me more.
Changing magazine. Destroy that vile structure.
Yep. I know, Titus. I also know you're not going to leave me alone until I do. I've learned that firsthand.
We must eradicate the altar.
See?
Destroy that vile artifact destroyed.
Look, the force fields are collapsing.
Chiron, move through the exit.
You ain't got to tell him nothing.
By the gates of Hera, you must calm yourself.
I will not rest until every last vile heretic lies dead at my feet.
Apparently he's deep in his feelings. This is gonna be interesting. You know what?
This will serve me well.
You're calling my name, and I've had enough of your screaming. I don't use the last few so much. It's interesting. When I play a lot of shooting games, I spend more time using bullets than anything. I just like them. Ain't nothing like a bullet.
He will need cover.
Move!
I've never seen him lose control like this.
He has put the fate of the whole system in jeopardy.
All right, Chiron. One moment, Gadriel. I hear you over there going through it. All right. Oh. Well, why don't you give me a second there, guy?
Heretic cowards! I will end you all!
Right. Yeah, we sure will. Yep, we sure will. No interruption. It's what they do. You calling a bunch of betrayers only makes them feel better. It reinforces their darkness.
Your treachery ends now.
You good? What's up? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, ain't nothing like a nice energy weapon, but a bullet is a bullet is a bullet, and it just feels a certain way.
No traitors remain. Get to Chiron, now!
It's like the difference between a blaster and a lightsaber. It just hit
Sergeant,
different.
Check the perimeter.
Yes, brother.
Explain yourself.
Need I justify my hatred?
You need justify your recklessness.
The traitors have a debt to me.
And you would throw away your life to collect?
Death is my duty!
Your duty is to the Emperor. You will die when and where he so chooses, not over some personal vendetta. Do you understand?
Lieutenant, you should see this.
You know, you always love those instances. Because you know people are sitting there like, can I kill him? Am I good enough to do that? No. No, you're not.
Leuze must be in there.
They're using some kind of shield.
The altars. Same ones we encountered earlier. They must generate the shield.
Destroy them. Then purge these abominations from the face of this world.
Hate the traitors and the heretics.
It seems the traitor's motives are unmasked.
Seems.
Yeah, exactly.
Doubt they wish to stop Aurora.
You will soon learn that when dealing with heretics, nothing is as it seems.
Good thing I restocked on ammo. Now, are you reachable? That did not bode well. Understood. Oh, I'm like, what? Game.
They cried out my name, but I stayed hidden. My position, my rank, my life is worth more than theirs. I am of the Adeptus Administratum. I am of the Departamento Exacta. I pay for the war. I am instrumental. I pass on the tithes. I open the purse that keeps our defense guns charged. Oh, they told the cultists where I'm hiding.
Me, only I matter. How dare you, plebeians? You said some of the heretics you side with? Heresy. But in truth, sometimes it's hard not to. Some of the heretic thought processes, they're not wrong, but they are lumped in with the wrong ones, and that's the problem. That's the problem we have to deal with. And in this universe, they are not going to distinguish. Sounds like a lot of fun happening over there.
Very good.
Nope. In Warhammer, there are no right ones. What was it? There is no innocence, only degrees of guilt. Alright, fine. I'll get out the line of fire. Stop making myself a meat shield.
Restocking.
If it's really that important to you.
Clearing the way. No victory for you here.
Yep. Yeah, I knew you were back here. I saw you teleport. I wasn't finna let you shoot me in the back while I'm dealing with your brothers. Their faith was weak? So that's why y'all ended up on Chaos' side, was because their faith was weak.
The Mechanicus must be stopped. Why?
The artifact we saw in those classified files may be of Chaos origin.
Why wasn't it destroyed?
It is immensely powerful. They believe they can control it.
And you're just gonna hand it over to Leuze? Let it continue?
These are my orders.
We have our job to do there, brothers. Whether we like it or not, remember? We serve, and then we die when the Emperor decides. And yeah, that's actually good to know. That audio log was the second one, but it was in the first slot. So yeah, they're not necessarily in order of when you would find them in terms of the stage. Iron Warriors are your favorite heretics. If you read the lore, you 100% agree with them. I don't know. I'd have to read the lore. There's a lot of stuff I gotta go over. There's this lore channel I came across a while back, Luton 09. It gets pretty into the details. Pretty good channel. Sort of came across his channel and ended up getting hooked on 40K, and that was all she wrote. But yeah, the Iron Warriors, that's definitely something I'm gonna have to check out.
What are they doing?
It matters not. Kill them.
Let us tear off their limbs.
See, and then there's this. Sorcerers. You got nerve. Where's my librarian?
Another barrier. Sustained by that altar, no doubt.
Purge the heretics
No.
so we may destroy it.
Gladly.
Your worthless life is empty.
Hey, I was using that.
Area secure.
Now the altar.
Huh. Salamander's meeting at Primarch, and the first thing he says is kill the brother next to you. Oh. Well,
Resupplying.
it's definitely a good test of loyalty. Unfortunately, it's definitely a good test of loyalty for all sides. Do you serve the Imperium? Do you serve your brothers?
Loading up.
Do you serve Chaos? Is it a mix? Do you serve Chaos and your brothers?
They will not get past this.
Makes sense. If that's the Primarch of the Iron Warriors. It does make sense. So wait, the Primarch wanting that was why they chose
With
to
this, we
switch?
shall defy death's
Or they
grasp.
chose to switch after that because of like respect for the Primarch?
I've sustained heavy damage.
Oh, okay. He was disappointed in him. Okay. So it wasn't even just like anything beyond punishment and loyalty.
The spell is broken.
Well, that's a shame.
They are attempting to breach the doors.
That is no simple sorcery. Look how twisted the altar has grown. It seems alive.
If it lives, then let us teach it of pain and death.
Indeed.
It reeks of the warp.
Raise the armor of your contempt and snuff it out.
Look! It shrinks from us!
Then keep close and endure. We must disrupt the spell.
The heretics sent such a meager force to meet us.
Show them the error of their ways. Ready to deploy special tactics.
More abominations that wish to die.
Leave these monstrosities to me.
What? Alright.
My armor is breached.
Alright. I'm over leaving it to you two. Y'all getting me killed.
Their delusions, brother.
Hold this ground.
Whoa. I got knocked out of it. Not the same one, and I don't care. That's the one that was shooting at me.
Their champion lies defeated.
Indeed. Then reload. Oh yeah.
Your treachery ends now.
feel like somebody was a real big fan of Puff the Magic Dragon when it came to these things.
Heavy damage.
No interruptions.
Your worthless rights. Restocking. Changing magazine.
For the Emperor.
Vengeance from Magnus and his chosen!
But why though?
Words as hollow as your fallen brothers.
You at least can still burn.
That heresy is infecting my very eyes. I cannot get up.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. Stuck in the bad spot. One said deflect, one said dodge.
Munitions secured. Heretic sorcerer.
Yeah, I know. Where's the sanctioned psyker? Where's the librarian? Alright. I'll deal with you in a minute, sorcerer.
No victory for you here.
No whole dance for Imora's amusement.
Nah. We're good.
Purge his sorcery. Destroy the altar.
Give me a minute. Where were you? Over here.
Quickly, destroy it.
Ah, okay. So because of his teachings, it was more of a gradual thing, and then one day they sort of looked up and, oh, well, we serve corn. Cold. I can very easily see it. Oh wow, there was two of those around there. Oh, thank God. I hate burst weapons. They have their uses, but if I can't control whether or not it is or isn't a burst, it irritates me. I said it last episode. How do you know I need 3 bullets? How do you know I only need 3 bullets?
Their sorcery is undone.
Lieutenant Titus to Lance of Jove, status report.
We are patched up and on our way.
See you at the objective.
The Emperor protects.
So they don't serve chaos, they just use the power. Interesting. Risky.
Lance of Jove, stand by for extraction.
Affirmative.
Odds are they serve chaos more than they think.
In the name of the Emperor, open the doors!
Hey, little dude.
Morias Leuze.
I owe you my existence.
Come with us.
To where?
The battle barge.
Compliance, but I must speak with Archmagus Nozick at once.
He's dead.
Dead.
You are to replace him. Leuze.
I don't see why you're surprised. He just got the worst, worst promotion you could ever get. Man, it's kind of sweating right now. What's left of him that can sweat. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. They're crazy. Nozick was worse.
Approaching battle barge, docking in 1 minute.
Matter of fact, I've never seen somebody so extensive.
It's dangerous.
I have spent my life studying it. I assure you it's quite safe. In the right hands.
Arrogance.
Arrogance.
Why must the Mechanicus meddle with the unknown?
We follow the will of the Omnisire.
Go ahead.
Titus, report to Captain Akaran immediately on arrival.
Confirmed.
Titus? A Captain Titus was killed on the Forge world of Graia over a century ago. He died holding the power source in his hands.
Don't know what you're talking about. So, Gadriel, where'd you get that,
Even an Astartes could survive power of that magnitude.
He sure couldn't. So, once again, Gadriel, where'd you get that, that symbol on your left knee? Right knee? Which one is it? Yeah.
Morias, Leuze. Come with me.
Right knee. Yeah. Oh yeah, there being some tech priests that are just brains in jars. Oh yeah, I'm aware of those ones. I just mean like extensive to the point of still moving around as a tech priest, but just like cyberized to all hell. Like Nozick was wild. Man had like spider legs. But not like spider. It was like he stood straight and then he just had legs that extended beyond him for a while. Or for a distance rather. It honestly would have been less creepy if he had outright spider legs instead of the legs that he had. It was that skittering horror movie set of legs he had.
We must report to Captain Akaran.
Want those Promethean links immediately.
Administering maintenance.
I will need a repair crew before my next flight.
Yes, Lord.
Take note of the battle damage for the engine sears. Armor plating in sections 28B and 40E is compromised along with void seals. Portside aileron is jammed. Portside afterburner has shrapnel lodged inside. Pressure test the fuel system after the leaks are sealed. Heavy bolters require a full resupply. Short-range sensors have been rendered useless. Make that a priority.
I'll make the necessary arrangements, my lord.
Won't lie, that's probably my favorite Space Marine right there. Deep detail. Pays very much attention to what he's doing. And in this Imperium, as we've long established, knowledge is heresy. Belisarius' call, huh?
Every small task is its own meditation on glory.
I've heard bits and pieces about him.
What was that between you and Leuze?
Jet.
Irrelevant.
I disagree.
That is your right.
Brother, we only want to help you.
Help? You almost cost us the mission, and now you speak of help.
That's what's called putting your foot in your mouth. I can respect y'all desire to help, but like, wow, dude.
We've inspected and certified melter rifle crate 06.77C.
All right. Thank you for your inspections. Please continue. y'all waiting on us, fellas? My bad, my bad. Well, you have to wonder what legitimately caused humanity. Because, yeah, we had the Horus heresy and whatnot, but you have to wonder what caused humanity to outright regress to the point of believing the Emperor to be a god and guns and armor to be blessed and holy. Like, you have to wonder if that was one event that just caused everything to spiral. And honestly, I think the only thing that we've got is, at least as far as I've seen so far, is the Emperor being wounded the way he was and then being attached to the Golden Throne.
Forces report multiple contacts with Rubricate throughout the Hive City. Still no heretic ships on scanners. The Rubricate are using portals.
Oh yeah, I know. Didn't want to be hailed as a god, went across the entire galaxy trying to make all of humanity secular, wiping out all the religions, and now you can't tell them no. That is that is cold, boy. And then there's 10,000 years of people believing it. And then what kills me is there's probably records everywhere that say that the Emperor himself stated he didn't want to be recognized as a god. But people probably ignore that one.
We're still suffering from the Vox jamming around the astropathic relay. Oh, this is actually something that would be good to go ahead and do now. Before we talk to Captain Acheron. So these are some of the audio logs we collected from Kadaku the first time around from our initial mission. Oh wait, hold on. I want to be careful with these. Because Inferno was from the operation.
Tried to reach the downed storm talon. Bog stunk beyond words. Several of us drowned in its stagnant pools. Scope of the Tyranid infestation still unknown. Last readings suggested Kadaku was near the threshold for Exterminatus. If that be the case, I would not weep for this world. It has already claimed too much.
It has claimed a lot. Yeah, they probably were deemed as heretics, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on who's deciding.
Xenos monstrosities flanked us. That's when the deserters took off. May the Emperor deliver swift retribution to those that abandon their kin. We formed up and resisted as best we could. Pulled back by inches, retrieving weapons from the fallen. We will fight to the end. For Cadia. For the Emperor.
Yeah, see, they ran. They didn't actually seal them in, they just ran. Not exactly a good thing, but you can't exactly blame them considering what the Tyranids were doing. But in the end, they still stood when that moment came. They stood with us.
Omnisire! Protect these machine spirits. Keep safe their holy mechanisms, but let their data be lost. The secrets we Adeptus Mechanicus coaxed from their caches. It is better we should never have known. Let what comes next be swift. I invoke the machine god. Let the Fabricator General know not what we have found.
And invoking the holy magnet, I bring it close to the electronics with a desire to purge all knowledge, save the understanding that all heretics must burn. All hail the Omnisire. I swear I think the Emperor would end up burning half of his empire. It's unfortunate, but I think he'd do it. I want to be real careful with this.
Because this one I know for a fact to be the operation. I think this second one is too. Oh yeah, the mechanic has pretty much erased their search history. That's always been a funny thing, especially if you have somebody who's real tech savvy. Because then you have that question, well, who wipes out their entire search history? What are you hiding? It's like that scene from, what was that movie? Suicide Squad. If he shoots me, I want you to shoot him, I want you to kill him, and I want you to go delete my search history. Clear my browser history.
Corridor Hive Segmentum 19K21D/Senior Tech Priest 101010-S. Cycle overflow. Uplink self to network. Neural verification code 1010-S-8Y. Attention. Xenos element. Tyranid classification. Claw damage recorded. Cannot feel lower extremities. Go to death. Uplink unsuccessful. Repeat attempt. Neural verification code 101010.
Not gonna lie, boy, that'd be a bad way to go. Going through the natural processes of logging into your own system to save your own self. But because you can't focus, you effectively can't do it. And then even then, what focus you had allowed you to do it successfully, only for you to hear what? Yeah, well, your signal can't reach. Yeah, sorry, we're in the process of doing that maintenance we said we were going to be doing today. I mean, I know y'all ended up being, getting attacked and whatnot, and half of y'all are dead, but the Imperium never stops. All right, thanks for stopping through once again. You have yourself a good one.
This is great. The core of the reactor. There is so much beauty in its instability. These machines only keep the world from enjoying their beauty.
Captain, permission to speak.
What plagues your mind, Corporal?
Captain, intelligence reports that the Tyranids are on their way.
Roll up units in key corridors. Let's get them closer.
But...
Do it, Corporal. Do not question my authority. Their authority.
Well, it appears that the captain had apparently been hit by a gene cult or something. Yeah, that's kind of what the Tyranids do, folks. They don't come to your planet all the way as themselves. They send little traps and little beacons and whatnot, little individuals to pop up and create little cults, little groups to sway your world toward their way of thinking. These groups have psychic power to the point that that sway actually becomes a real thing that you can't resist. And then lo and behold, once everything is just right, the Tyranids show up. So odds are Kadaku had some problems other than what we just heard. Because she was obviously surrendering her entire battalion. So that's how that went. Yeah, I'll have to search those to see which of those are specifically for the planets and which are for the operations.
Lord, heretic Astartes.
Yep.
They're showing up in every hive city on Avarax.
Uh-huh.
We're already overstretched by the Tyranids. The traitors have us off guard.
That's what happens.
The Adeptus Mechanicus tell me Aurora is ready. They say the weapon will work.
Sir.
I know your concerns, Titus, but we may have no choice.
Can we at least warn Calgar of the danger?
Impossible. The astropathic relay on Avarax has been completely surrounded. Every attempt we've made to break through the Tyranid lines has failed.
Can we vox a message in?
There's a dead zone around the relay. Something's interfering with our vox comms.
We have to get inside.
Emperor, save me. I've tried. Now the Tyranids have launched an attack on our defenses. We're pulling back to the fortress. We'll make our final stand there.
Battlefield projection. Magnify C3. Where are you? There. The Hive Tyrant.
We've had no reports.
It's there. We kill it. We break the synaptic connection.
It scatter like rats.
A Hive Tyrant. A worthy adversary.
And if you're wrong, if it's not there, I cannot afford to throw men after a hunch.
Give me 2 squads.
2 squads?
We need to kill the Hive Tyrant, find whoever is jamming us, and get the message inside the relay.
6 men. That's all I can spare. Use them wisely.
Thank you.
The Emperor protects.
Yeah, that's the other interesting thing, folks. So, the Tyranids.
Lieutenant Titus.
Receiving.
Attend me on the crew deck.
Acknowledged.
Coming, snitch. The Tyranids, they exert this particular force called the Shadow in the Warp. When they do it, people who have psychic powers like psychers, even librarians, are far weaker and are far less capable of using their powers, including things like communications. And the astropathic relay relies on psychers, specifically ones called astropaths, to do this. They're effectively being blocked by the Tyranids. So not only do the Tyranids come to your world and trick you, they then cut off all communication so you can say nothing, while they literally turn every drop of your actual planet into soup that they then slurp up through straws that they then also break down. So they break down the straws as well, and they slurp those up as they go as well. And they do all of this to make better, more powerful, and more numerous Tyranids, only to do it again to another world. So yeah, swarmers, literal parasites, or rather consumers. But yeah, they are also parasites, especially with the way their weapons work. I always wondered, what is it that humanity happened to come across in our, I guess, 38,000 years that caused us to not trust aliens in the slightest? The Tyranids are one thing, but we blame every race, every alien race. You know what I'm saying? Purge the Xeno. It makes you wonder what we came across. We get into it with one, and they almost kill us or something. We almost kill them. Assumptions made. Like, what happened? We'll have to figure that one there out. But, let me see now. Want to be sure there ain't something I'm missing. Yeah, no. There's nothing I'm missing. So yeah, when we come back for the next episode, episode 6, we'll be collecting we'll be in the process of hunting a particular creature, children. And that creature's gonna die painfully. It's causing every problem we've got right now. At least almost everyone. We got to deal with it.
So that's going to be the end of episode 5 of Space Marine 2 on the PS5, folks. If y'all like what you see and want to see more of me, just give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links from my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links from my YouTube to get to my Twitch. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And God bless you. Catch you in the next one.